What's up?
Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Veach Season. We are your guest hosts, Magaña and Kramer Sansone. And Kramer, right off the bat, I gotta know, how is No Nut October treating you?
Oh, that's a great question. We didn't succeed in no nut October, so we're good. There's a lot of post nut clarity has been going on.
A lot of post nut clarity. So dry October is in the rear view. You're
sober October. What you mean?
Sober October. So that doesn't mean you don't get your penis wet then.
Oh no, that's my penis is definitely getting wet. That's one hell of a way to start the show off, baby.
Veach Season, baby. Listen, you know that Brett Veach is out there. He just got back from Jacksonville, so you know that he was out there balls deep in something. And maybe not. He's a married man with a family, so maybe not another person. He wasn't out there pulling an Urban Meyer, but he could have been balls deep in a fan boat ride. He could have been balls deep. Oh my God, do you know what they make down here that's actually super good? Is a gator grinder sausage sandwich that you can get, and that shit is delicious. Like gator sausage, like homemade gator sausage is the tits. I feel like that's peppers and onions.
That's a business venture you should probably step up in.
I mean, listen, there's gators all over the place down here.
Yeah,
I see a gator in my neighborhood at least once a week. Me and my son made some fishing traps. Me and my 4-year-old made some fishing traps this week, and we took them down to the pond near my place.
I can't tell if your camera is my eyesight right now. Is that your?
Oh camera? No, that's my camera. My camera.
Okay, all right. I was like, is my eyes
fuzzy.
so bad right now? I thought I had my glasses on.
Kramer's like, did I put my glasses on today, or am I just blind? Am I actually going blind live on camera, and my glasses no longer are strong enough for me?
I honestly really thought. I've had a headache all day, and
my camera was like this.
You look very clean and clear.
We just need to blur them out. You know what this is called? This is called having 2 children, ages 4 and under, that are like, "Daddy, I want you to get in the bathtub with me within the last hour."
Oh, so you got clean. That's what happened.
Yeah, I took 2 baths in the last hour with 2 separate children. And so
nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, it's a daily adventure in our house. Me doing the baths with the kids, and them at least being like, "Yeah, Dad, I want you to get in the bath with me," and then me getting in while the problem is that I go through so many boxers, because although there's nothing wrong, just with your children, just jumping in the bath with them. My own personal weirdness, I'm like, I got to wear my boxers in the bathroom with my kids, because I don't want my kids to be scarred with memories of my hairy ass nutsack looking like
or just the hairy ass.
Yeah, just looking like hold on a second, my dog just walked in. Just looking, this show is off the rails already. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't want my kids to be scarred with a hairy ass memories of a hairy ass nutsack that looks like Bigfoot's taint. Just plastered.
You got to manscape that. If we could get a
brain,
we need you a Manscaped membership. That's a must.
Well, I got a manscaping type of thing, but Jesus, Kramer, I was up till 3:30 in the morning yesterday.
Last night?
Last night writing my articles, because we did the post game show, and then I also had my articles over at.
Oh, a great post game show.
Oh, thank you very much. Then I had
a great game last night.
Oh, great game! It was a great. We'll get into it. It was a great game. It was fun. But then I did my articles over AP also, and then my kid woke up at 3:30, and then had to put him back down to bed, and then everybody was awake at 5:30. So I'm going on 2 hours of sleep right now, bro.
Hell yeah, brother.
But I'm double bathed, right? And so, but anyway, the problem is I go through so many pairs of boxers, right? Because I wear a pair of boxers during the daytime. Then I hop in the bath with the kid, and then I put on another pair of boxers. Then I hop back in the bath with another kid, because I wasn't thinking about the next kid was going to want to take a bath with me in 20 minutes after the first kid did. And it's like, I could just put on the same boxers I wore the first time again. But by that point, they're wet boxers. It's been sitting out for 20 minutes.
Socks. Somebody likes wet socks.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. No, that'll just ruin your whole day.
You need to just bring swimming trunks in there and leave the swimming trunks in there. There we go.
Well,
Rocky, that's what you need to do. Swimming trunks.
With the first child, I did that. And then I don't know. I went away from it because I just got tired of having swimming trunks all over my bathroom, and so now I just have wet boxers all over
Do
my bathroom. It's
do
just not better. It's not better. I just have a lack of boxers now.
the banana
I
hammock
just
swimming trunks.
Yeah, there we go. I'll just do the Borat. The
There you
Borat,
go.
just like
Up.
full on, like yeah, just all the way up. Just ass this, just a thong up my ass cheeks,
The
and
walrus flossing.
listen, nothing to scar your child and setting them up with trauma and future therapy, like walking around the house looking like me and walking around the house in a Borat swimming suit.
It's interesting. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, listen, just imagine if I had my nipples pierced.
Ooh,
I got
that would
nipples,
hurt.
Greg. Can you milk me?
Jesus, beach season, baby.
Oh, beach season, baby. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, but no, it's a great day to be alive. Listen, we're 24 hours removed from the start of the Chiefs game. It was an entertaining game, not the outcome that we wanted. We'll get into it here in a little bit, but listen, the sky's not falling, and at the end of the day, people, it's just football. I love football. This is my passion, talking football with you guys. But listen, my family's healthy, my kids are healthy. I love my wife. My wife is beautiful. She's my heart. She's my heart of hearts. My mom used to say all the time, "I love you in my heart of," like, what the fuck does heart of hearts even mean? Like, I don't know.
She's your
Have you
flame.
heard?
She's your muse.
Yeah, she's my muse. She's my flame. She's my my missing piece. My other half, whatever you want to call it. So at the end of the day, the fact that the Chiefs are 2-3 isn't really fucking with my mojo
Good.
too much.
Good.
And that was not happening across the board for Chiefs fans and Chiefs analysts last night. There was a lot of unhinged post-game shows and a lot of unhinged people in the feed and,
bad.
and
It was
on
bad. It
Twitter.
was hilarious. I thought it was funny.
Like God, like I was sitting there watching the comments on the post-game show last night, and there's people just all caps screaming at me for not being pissed off enough and for not talking about what they deemed really mattered in the game. And they were angry with me, but I think they were just angry at life. And it's like, dude,
had to be.
Like, if you are so angry by a single football game, then just take
Let's
a
not
deep
act.
breath.
Let's not act like you haven't been super pissed off or angry about a football game. Here's the thing, but the ones that you have been pissed off, they're the more meaningful games rather than it being week 5.
Well, and also, Kramer, listen, in my youth, I would get pissed off at a preseason game and go and flip a fucking table.
That's
that's
disgusting. Actually,
yeah, I was the guy who would throw a controller after he lost in Madden. Like, no, I'm not sitting here. This is the pot calling the kettle black. What I'm saying is, I'm too goddamn old with too much going on now to care that much. I just don't have it in me anymore to get that worked up over something that's not my actual children and my actual family.
I've never gotten actually worked up in a football game ever in my life. Now, baseball games, plenty of them, plenty of St. Louis Cardinals or even Kansas City Royals games where I've gotten worked up in because it's like, this is ridiculous. This shouldn't be happening. But no, I've never in my entire life have thought to be scorched earth after a loss to either the Raiders or the Chiefs in my entire life.
Yeah, it's like it's a different mindset. Listen, I've had plenty of throwing controllers and stuff in my day, so I'm not passing judgment here.
I mean, I throw an Xbox controller if I lose a Madden. Which, by the way, your boy, what's our Krame talk real quick? Your boy won the Super Bowl in this online dynasty league that I'm in.
Who were you playing with?
Well, they were. I rebranded them being the Flaming Peppers, but the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, there you go. You had Penix Envy as your quarterback?
No, I actually traded him away because I can't use left-handed quarterback. So I picked some guy that was the Ravens drafted some random that was a 5th-round quarterback, made him the MVP of the Super Bowl.
What do you
actually no? Bijan was that. Eddie Rivers, his name. He was a 6'5", strong arm, probably kind of like a Jared Goff type. Not fast, just has an arm.
So he was a Jared Goff type. So you traded away the left-handed quarterback from Atlanta for a Jared Goff.
Well, no,
type.
Eddie Rivers is African American. Let's be honest. I'll make sure that's the case. I'll put it out
name
there.
Like Eddie. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, when people were talking like Eddie Rivers, who's this guy? Is that I'm one of Philip's kids? Philip must have been doing something else. If you know what I mean.
You and Philip Rivers had more in common than you thought.
Yeah, I know exactly. No, Bijan Robinson, absolute stud Madden. Absolute
Awesome.
stud Madden.
Awesome. Of course he is. He's an absolute
300
stud in real.
300 purpose yards. Oh man, it was
He's an absolute stud in real life.
Mhm.
So, my buddy, I have a couple of buddies that I used to play with, Madden and NCAA football with on a daily basis back before I had a family. That's all I did all day. And I remember one time I beat my friend in Madden, and we like multiple times in a row. And he got so mad that I was at his house, and he just took Madden out of his Xbox. This is back when it was still a disc, and just snapped the game in half.
What?
Yeah, just snapped his
What?
Madden disc into half because I beat him so
Because you
many
beat him
times in a
so
row.
bad. That's ridiculous. I'd be wow. At
And
least
then-
it wasn't.
and
At least
then-
it wasn't your Madden game.
No, if it would have been my Madden game, I would have been pissed. But then another time, my
Should be.
roommate back in the day in NCAA, I think maybe I told you this story before. We were in the national championship game, and he was what team was he? He was New Mexico, and I was Florida.
Aggies, baby.
Yeah, he was New Mexico. I was Florida. We were like 10 seasons into our dynasty mode in the old NCAA football back in the day, and national championship game. I was beating him like 21-0 or something like that, and there was like 10 seconds left in the game, and I had the ball, and instead of kneeling it out, I was like, listen, I don't want you to get goose egged in the national championship. So I ran the ball back 50 yards and took a safety and ran out of the back of the end zone.
You're a douche.
And,
You're a douche.
yeah, so that he got 2 points. And he got so mad that he stood up and before the game saved, turned off the Xbox.
Oh no!
In the national championship game, and it didn't save.
So you know how I told you I rebranded to the Flaming Peppers? Well, we're from Tijuana. This is the logo.
Of course, my peoples. Oh, that's perfect. That's beautiful. If you're not on YouTube right now checking this out, then you're really missing out on some quality chat GPT.
Yeah, exactly.
Level art.
It's so badass.
That's awesome. That's super cool. You got the guns and everything. Yeah,
guns, a cigar, some glasses, flames behind him, dude. He's badass.
That's a badass. Listen. The
unis are sick too. I made it all. I made it all. I know ChatGPT made the logo for it, but it's.
Listen, in our fantasy league, which we got to talk about, by the way, as well.
Yeah, you're right.
In our fantasy league, my logo is Tua Tagovailoa interviewing AJ Hawk, and because my team name is AJ Hawk Tua. And
you won this week?
Nope, I did not win this week because guess what? I started Spencer Rattler, which actually turned out to be not a bad. Jameson Williams screwed me over more than anything. Him and his 1 reception for 6 yards when
boomer bust guy.
Detroit Lions absolutely go off, and Jameson Williams does absolutely nothing in the game for me for like the 3rd straight week. He's so boomer bust. But we got to talk about this.
I only throw some fantasy show on here that already talked about about how bad you should be very careful on starting the Lions players. You can be very strategic starting Lions players.
You do have to be, but in a 20-team league, it's not like I have a lot of options.
There's plenty of guys on that way. Kendrick Bourne was on waivers and he went off.
Well, I had Yami. Well, okay, sorry. This week I had every guy that was on my bench was playing in the game because
same.
I
even started defense this week.
The bye week screwed me over. But let's talk about this 2 quarterback rule that we have in our league here, Kramer.
What about it? There's nothing wrong with it.
The fact that I had to drop Aaron Rodgers in order to pick up Spencer Rattler because I couldn't pick up a 3rd quarterback. No, but I just want to understand. I want you to explain to me the rationale as our commissioner for why I can't have 3 quarterbacks on my team.
Because why do you need 3 quarterbacks? You only need to start 1. Because
bye weeks exist, and maybe I want to take the best available player.
Maybe
and be able to switch back and forth and play the hot hand throughout the season.
Your draft strategy is flawed. Then you got to read the rules, man. That's the rules. The rules are the rules.
Okay, but no. Let's talk about the logic of this draft strategy. So you're saying that I can't have 3 quarterbacks because there's a shortage of quarterbacks, and it's
correct. There's 20 teams in this league.
Okay, so
every team can't house 2.
Is it my draft strategy is flawed? Or is it the draft strategy of the people who aren't going to take a quarterback early enough and not get a quarterback? Is their draft strategy flawed? And like the argument goes both ways for that.
I mean, there's clearly quarterbacks on the waivers, as you mentioned. Spencer Rattler's there, so I mean, I think you did fine.
Yeah, except for there's not a chance in hell I'm getting Aaron Rodgers back. And
why would you want Rodgers back?
The fact
he's got the Browns this week, right? Yeah, he's got the Browns this week. You don't want to start Aaron Rodgers this week against the Browns.
but I might want to start him in 3 weeks.
But you have Caleb Williams. You should start him every single week. Caleb
I
Williams
do,
is an
except
every single week starter for fantasy
except for
purposes. He's hold on.
sometimes he's not. Sometimes he's not.
No matter what, Caleb Williams is he's a top 15 quarterback in the league, and the only reason why he's top 15 because he was on a bye last week, so his numbers got skewed less. No, he's putting up points each week, Rocky. Ben Johnson knows what he's doing with that offense. Throw it to Roman.
Maybe I want to keep Aaron Rodgers out of my opponent's hands as well, because you said it's called draft strategy, Kramer.
So week 3, I bet you were so fine with his 4 touchdown, almost 300-yard performance.
You should want to have.
Did you start Aaron Rodgers that week?
As many good players on your team as possible. No, I started him and I still lost because that's what happens to me: is I score 120 points and lose the game.
Wait, that was against me. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
that was.
Yeah. So that's just what happens to me on a weekly basis. I score a ton of points and then I lose. But it's fine because, like the Chiefs, I'm the second half of the season team, baby. And
I guess I don't know, but
so it's all good.
But I guess we're okay. What's your standings right now in this league?
I'm like 1-4 in our league.
That's not
good. It's not good. I'm 4-1 in my other 20-team league, but in this league, it is.
The fact that you're in 2 20-team leagues is absolutely remarkable. Like, I can't believe you did that to yourself.
Well, in my other league, do you know my backup to Caleb Williams is Matt Stafford, and I'm starting him now over Caleb Williams because Matt Stafford is an absolute stud this year.
You at least have a 15% chance making the playoffs when I have 10% and I have one more win than you. Make sense.
Because I draft good players. I just go up against good players.
Well, it's probably because my Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison Jr. combination is just not working out like I thought it was going to.
It's just not hitting like you thought it would.
Yeah.
But I mean, Marvin Harrison Jr. isn't having a bad season.
He did the first 3 weeks of the season. He dropped literally everything that Kyler threw to him.
Yeah, but he'd still get you like 12 points a game.
Yeah, not really. Dude, that Arizona offense should be good. It's not.
I have him in my other league. He's not that bad. I got him in my other league.
I actually took Arizona winning the West this year.
I tell you what, my
preseason
my preseason pick of Jacksonville winning their division is looking pretty good right now with Liam Cohen as their head coach.
They might be good when it comes to winning football games, but man, fantasy standards, it's just Trevor Lawrence and nobody else. So it's like
100%.
At the end of the day, they don't give 2 shits about fantasy football like we do. But no, they're getting the job done. And they looked good last night. Like, I'll be completely honest. Jacksonville, they did not panic whatsoever.
Their pass
and they continued to play. Yes, the entire time. Awesome. And also, I do find it interesting that Devin Lloyd got an interception, pick 6, 99-yard. That actually happened in the Madden sim for Arrowhead Pride. Not the pick 6 fully, but Devin Lloyd did drop back into coverage and pick off Patrick Mahomes. Also in the Madden sim, Jaguars won over the Chiefs.
So let's just jump into the Jaguars game, and then before we do that, let's do what's hot with Krame Dog. We'll do the Jaguars game, and then we'll see if we have any comments, and then we'll look ahead to the Detroit Lions.
I mean, we kind of already did it with the me winning the Super Bowl in my Madden league, but no, there's postseason baseball on right now, Rocky. I cannot get enough of it. The Chicago Cubs, they're going to lose. I cannot wait to watch them lose to Milwaukee later on today. It's so fantastic. It's just baseball. I love baseball so much, and it's crunch time right now when it comes to standards this way. I still have the Dodgers over the Mariners in the World Series. Curious to what you think your World Series prediction would be, but I got Shohei Ohtani winning his 2nd World Series.
Right now, or what my preseason was?
Well, right now.
I'd say Dodgers over Mariners as well. I think I feel pretty good about that.
I don't know who won the game on Tuesday with the Mariners or Tigers, but I'll find out later on. But
I'm never going to choose the Detroit Tigers to win anything. Ever.
I do like the pitcher that pitched was Jack Flaherty for the Tigers. Their last game, but former Cardinal. Pitcher. Yeah, that's the reason why.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, that's a little tiny what's hot with Krame though.
All right. So yeah, let's jump right into it. So let's talk about the pick 6 for a second right off the bat. Obviously, that was a huge momentum shift for the game. It gave the Jaguars their first lead of the game. Gave them a 7-point lead late in the game. The Chiefs were on the goal line, threatening to score. There's a couple of things about that play where you're like, okay, it's a designed read to Juju Smith-Schuster on the goal line. Mahomes, I think it was 2nd down. Like Mahomes doesn't have to force that throw. He could live to play another day. But I will say, did you watch the all 22 of this game, Kramer?
Not yet. No.
So I didn't watch it either, to full transparency, but I did see the all 22 of that play on the rear camera behind the line of scrimmage, right?
Yeah.
And on that view, Mahomes is scrambling, and it looks from that perspective like Trey Smith moves over and blocks his view of Devin Lloyd.
I kind of figured that's
play.
what happened.
And I think that he didn't even know Devin Lloyd was there. Like, he couldn't see him jumping the route, and all he saw was Juju Smith-Schuster, and he thought he had a tight window. And then Devin Lloyd jumped the route and then took off for the races. And it's unfortunate that it happened. I mean, I'm not going to. It's football. It happens. I'm not going to blame Patrick Mahomes. Other than that, he played out of his mind. He brought the team back and got them the lead with less than 2 minutes left on the clock, and left the Jaguars in a hole, and they ended up overcoming it. So props to them as well. One thing I will say that's good, I said this on the post-game show yesterday, I'll say it today, that's going to get overlooked about this whole game, is Tyquan Thornton's hustle to try to get back and knock that ball. He was this close to having a L'Jarius Sneed, was Emmanuel Mercado. I think it's the guy, is that running back's name for the DeMercado, yeah. DeMercado moment where he almost knocked it out of Devin Lloyd's hands.
Let's be honest. DeMercado dropped the football. L'Jarius Sneed did not touch it.
Yeah, okay. But he almost
I honestly really thought that Thornton was going to get in there and punch it out. Like, that's what I thought the entire time.
He was super close, and that was just straight up dog mentality play, though, right? In order to try to get back and stop that and help his team. And so, like, hats off to Tyquan Thornton. This dude is a baller. He's a straight up awesome wide receiver. He's a team player, great attitude, and dude's got hustle. So I mean, like, Tyquan Thornton was an absolute steal to get him off the scrap heap of the Patriots. And also, newsflash, I think if Mike Vrabel's still in New England today, there's not a chance in hell that he lets Thornton out the door.
Yeah,
right?
no.
Like, that was such a stupid move by the Patriots' part to give up on Tyquan Thornton that early in his
honestly,
career.
I kind of feel bad for him, because once Rashee Rice gets in the game, his snaps count. I mean, it's already gone down anyways, but it's going to get even worse.
Yeah, but I think they're still going to find ways to get him on the field. I mean, honest to God, like, I think they might have him on the field over Hollywood Brown at this point.
Hollywood did look good, though. He had some yak last night. He actually had some yak.
Let's be real for a second. This was the best offensive game the Chiefs offense has played all year long. Like you take away that pick.
I mean, they could have put more points on in the first half, but they got 14.
They got 14. And listen, they would have put more points up if the team had shot themselves in the foot with penalties.
Yeah, it's
right.
True.
Like, if Juwan Taylor had those penalties early on, they probably would have got a score off their first possession.
Hold on. One of those penalties wasn't even his fault. That was Tyquan Thornton blocking him. So they're just so accustomed that 74.
Yeah. Well, there was some like let's just say this flat out. The Chiefs didn't lose because of the officiating, and the game wasn't rigged for the Chiefs on the calls that the officials missed. The officiating was terrible on both sides of the ball last night, and on top of that, it didn't decide the game.
No.
So, but the Chiefs played sloppy. The Chiefs had way too many penalties. I mean, they had 4 holding penalties on special teams, and Bucker kicks the ball out of bounds. Like, you just can't have it.
Are we doing tryouts, kickers right now? We bringing anybody in? Well, honestly, dude, if it wasn't for they should have kept the hold of Spencer Schrader. Should have kept the hold.
Yeah,
now he's done for the season.
Or Matthew Wright. That dude was awesome.
Well, he was pretty solid. No, Matthew missed a point. Missed a handful of field goals. He missed 2 at least.
I thought it was fine.
Schrader, I think, won a game for the Chiefs.
He did win a game for the Chiefs. But also, I'm going to give Bucker a little bit of a pass here. That why don't you just kick it out of the back of the end zone in that situation and just having them start, right? Just like is it really that big of a difference, especially when they have to go the length of the field?
You know what, Rockets, this is going to blow your mind. It's going to be. I think Dave Tobe told him to keep it short.
No, that's what I'm saying. Dave Tobe did. Dave Tobe did. And why? Why didn't Dave Tobe tell him
So
just to
we shouldn't
blast it
be
out of the back of the end zone?
blaming Harrison on that. We shouldn't be.
Listen, Harrison should have kicked the ball better.
Yeah,
And
yes, I agree.
Dave Tobe should have told him just to blast it out of the back of the end zone. And Dave Tobe should have gone on Jack Cochran's ass and told him, whatever you do, don't hold after the first holding penalty.
Because that was a big return. A big return to set them up pretty nice at like near midfield.
Listen, the Chiefs outplayed the Jacksonville Jaguars in everything except for executing and not making mistakes.
Yeah.
And then in high leverage situations, the Jaguars were able to pull it out of their ass, and the Chiefs tripped over themselves. If Hollywood Brown gets his head around on that slant play, it's a different ball game right there too. True. It's a handful of high leverage plays that the Chiefs, and that's the difference between last year and this year, is in the high leverage situations, the Chiefs are not pulling it out, and they did last year.
Well, it's like the one score victories are not going on their side. I think I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, whenever they got their first loss of the season or the second loss of the season. This is the brand new game now. I think we're starting to see the tide turn of it being positive for the Chiefs side, winning those one score games. Now we're going on the opposite side. I do admit, I'm pretty sure Jacksonville Jaguars game plan absolutely flipped once Brenton Strange went down, because he was the most targeted guy that Trevor Lawrence liked to throw to. And that's why we saw a lot of Trevor Lawrence tucking it and running, because one, I thought the pass rush was getting to him a little bit, and it kind of got into his head, and he had to get out of the pocket. But then once he got out of the pocket, he's like, all right, I'm just going to continue to tuck it and run. I mean, it worked out in the long game.
And the question is that why didn't you just put a spy on him like you did against Lamar Jackson?
That's a great question. That is a great question. Why wasn't Noel Williams playing more? Like there's so many questions for this game that needs to be answered. I don't know if we will.
And when you have a guy who gets rid of the ball quickly and who can actually process the game pretty quickly, why are you doing cover zero on their side of the 50 when they have and then forcing your safeties and blitzing your cornerbacks to force your safeties to cover Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas Jr. one-on-one?
Travis Hunter looked good last night.
He's electric. He's amazing. Brian Thomas Jr. looked awesome. Like the Jaguars got legit players. They're a legit playoff contending team. They're a good team. And Liam Cohen is a good offensive mind. He turned Baker Mayfield into the number 1 fantasy quarterback last year. And now he has the Jacksonville Jaguars playing excellent football, right? And hats off to Jacksonville. Like they played the better game. In the high leverage moments. Now I will say this: I don't believe in the gambler's fallacy that there's a law of averages where, because the Chiefs won all these one score games last year, now the tide's going to turn and they're going to start losing one score games. Because just like in a coin flip, it doesn't matter if it lands on heads 10 times in a row. The next time you flip it, there's still a 50% chance that it's going to land on heads.
And at the end of the day, it's also execution. And now, the other team's executing properly more than the Chiefs.
They are. That's what I'm saying is that every game, it comes down to one or two or three high leverage moments where you have to execute. And the Chiefs aren't executing in those high leverage moments, and that's why they're losing. It's not because they won one score games last year. It's not because they can't win one score games anymore. It's that last year they pushed Isaiah Likely out of the back of the end zone to beat the Ravens.
Yeah. Damn, that was last year. That's week 1 last year.
Yeah, that was last year.
That was last year. Where'd the time go, Rocky?
Where'd the time go, right? But it's also like in the past 13 seconds, they find a way to move down the road to move down the field, from the 20-yard line and set up a field goal. They're just in those high leverage moments that they've executed in the past. Now they're not getting their head around. They're having a holding penalty. They're throwing a pick six. The ball's going off of Travis Kelce's hands, right? It's coming down to these 1-2, because the NFL, there's so much parity in the league now that it's coming down. Every game comes down to 3 moments, 2 moments where everything hinges on those moments, and you either execute or you don't. And that's the difference between winning and losing. The NFL has tried its hardest to try to prevent dynasties from existing. And they want every team to go 9-8, and they want every any given Sunday, any team can win. And if you're really good, you have a harder schedule. If you're really bad, you have an easier schedule, and you get to pick first. If you're good, you pick last. They want everybody to come back to the middle and have an equal playing ground, have every team about equally as strong, because those are good matchups. The Buccaneers versus the Seattle Seahawks game was one of the greatest games I've ever seen in regular season yesterday.
Yeah.
And those teams are both good, but not great. Like, that's what the NFL wants. They want a lot of Seattle Seahawks versus Tampa Bay Buccaneer matchups every single week, because that's good. That's good viewing. It's fun to watch. And so because of that, the Chiefs have found a way over the years to overcome that and to kind of overachieve in that aspect. But if you look at the AFC right now, the whole AFC is basically the same. Like right next thing, they're all kind of like there's some real dumpster fire dog shit teams like the Titans, and the Texans.
They got their first W.
They did get their first W. But the fact that they got a W tells you that there's no great teams in the AFC. Right?
True. I just checked the standings. The Colts are still over the Jaguars in the standings in the South, which Colts is my pick from the get-go.
Yeah, I think that doesn't bear out over the season. I'll take Trevor Lawrence and Liam Cohen.
I'll take Shane Steichen and Daniel Jones. Actually, no, I'll take Shane Steichen and Jonathan Taylor any day.
You'll take Daniel. Yeah, you had a change like Daniel Jones take real fast.
No, Daniel Jones is good in that system. Like he's exactly what you need. Hell, I just watched the game on Sunday, and they decided to bend the Raiders over and give them a lesson. All I know is it was very fitting. It was very early, like around 2010, 2009, Raiders going down on one of the drives. You should probably get a touchdown in the fourth quarter. Nope, kick a field goal.
Yep, nope, kick a field goal.
I was like Seabass, you out there?
As a quasi Chiefs fan, are you?
What's quasi mean?
It means that you're secretly a Chiefs fan, but you're a Raiders fan.
I'm not secretly a Chiefs fan. I like to. I like to cover the Chiefs.
You love the Chiefs. You don't have to. You don't have to lie to us.
Hey, it pays the bills.
If you still love the Raiders over the Chiefs after as many times they have just broken your heart and just betrayed your trust, like at what point? When is enough for you, Kramer?
So I was going someone on X from 2003 all the way to 2024. There's only 2 winning seasons, and that's the only 2 winning seasons I've seen in my entire life. And of course, Mr. Larry Quinn said, "Become a Chiefs fan."
Yeah, become a Chiefs fan. Like just do it. Like at what point? Like think about it. If your wife, I'm not gonna say cheat on you because that's too far. But if your wife woke up every single morning over the course of 24 years, and every morning except for 3 mornings she said, "Go fuck yourself, I hate you," and that eventually you'd be like, you know what, I don't know if this relationship is healthy for me anymore. Maybe I should try to find a new relationship where my wife doesn't tell me, "Go fuck yourself, I hate you," every single morning. But that's what the Raiders are doing every Sunday. They're saying, "Kramer, go fuck yourself. You get mediocre bitch ass football for another week." I
just love the false hope of every single game. Like that, I get juiced up for the game, and once it hits the first drive, after I see what's happened, yeah, we're losing this one.
Yep. I mean, well, this is another dog shit week.
It's great. It's great having Michigan Wolverines as my Saturday team that I absolutely love and adore. So I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Once baseball comes around, if the Cardinals are good, I'll be fine.
Yeah, if the Cardinals are good. Listen, the good thing about college football is that there's always another team that you can start to root for. Like the Jayhawks are my number 1 team, but if the Jayhawks suck,
you're a closet Mizzou guy.
No, I'm not. Oh, fuck that. Go fuck yourself. Not a chance. No, I'd rather see Mizzou lose than the Jayhawks win. I am a true Jayhawks fan, but I'm saying because I cover the draft so much, if the Jayhawks suck, I still find a lot of joy in watching college football because I get to sit there and break down all these prospects.
Oh, yeah.
and have a great time. And it's funny though, because there will be Mizzou prospects that I think are absolute studs, like Luther Burden, right?
And Nick Bolton. I was in on Nick Bolton once he was playing in Mizzou.
Yeah, he was a stud, right? And And so like there's these guys who are studs, and it's fun because I'll be like, oh, I really like that player as a prospect for the Chiefs, but I hate them right now because they play for Mizzou. But then the second they get drafted by the Chiefs, I'm like, yeah, they're awesome.
I'm sure that you would enjoy Daniel Carlson as the kicker here in KC.
Yeah, once he becomes the kicker, like if Sebastian Janikowski was ever the kicker in KC, I would have been stoked.
Dude, where's Thicker the kicker at?
Oh, I don't know. Where is he?
Where is Thicker the kicker? Is he still in college?
Thicker the kicker? He's got to still be in college. But like when Marcus Allen became a Chief, everybody loved Marcus Allen when he became a Chief. He was awesome.
You loved Rodney Hudson.
I loved Rodney Hudson, right? I loved
Harrison Mevis. Where's he at right now? Is he still in college? He played college football. He's an American professional football kicker. For where? Where's Mevis at? Where's Harrison Mevis? If Harrison Mevis is a free agent right now, why aren't the Chiefs working him out?
He's probably in the XFL or in the CFL.
And hell, might as well. He wears 92. Make him be 95 because he doesn't know how to finish out games.
Listen, I'm saying like, dude, I've watched the current play. Like, listen, I'm okay with having a female kicker. Just like, dude, just get me anybody.
Aren't they champions? Didn't Casey?
Yeah, they are. That's what I'm saying. Like they're good. Like, get out there, give me their best kick, their strongest leg that can kick the ball straight, and just go for it.
All right, Rocky, we got it. Let's discuss. I mentioned it. Let's discuss it. What in the hell was Chris Jones doing on that final play of the game?
You ready for my hot take? You ready for my hot take?
Let's hear it.
It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. Here's my hot take. You want to know my hot take here? Listen, here's my hot take. My hot take is in the beginning of the drive play, he wasn't giving max effort. So I'm not going to sit here and say that he wasn't giving max effort. As soon as the play happens, Daniel Jones falls down. Trevor Lawrence falls down. The right side of the offensive line collapses. There's 3 Chiefs in the backfield. Chris Jones notices that and thinks that Daniel Jones is dead to rights.
Trevor
Lawrence. Sorry, man. Jesus. I got Daniel Jones on the brain now. You've been talking about the Colts. All right. He thinks Trevor Lawrence is dead to rights, so he lets up. Then Trevor Lawrence starts scrambling. But by that point, he's not in a position to make the play. Like, he's 6 yards away, running down the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones's big ass is not going to catch him, and he knows that. Like, should he have tried to collapse harder in the backfield? Sure. Did he make the mistake of thinking that his teammates had him dead to right? Were there 3 Chiefs that missed tackles on that play?
On which side of the offensive line were they on? Left side? They're going on the right tackle side.
No, they're going on the left tackle side.
They're going on the left tackle side? Yeah, but there's still a gaping hole on that right side to where he needs to fill. He needs to fill that hole in case he scrambles out. If he fills that hole, he stops Trevor Lawrence.
So listen.
He has to take 5 yards to his right. That's all he has to do. He has to do.
But listen, you watch him on the play. His assignment is it's containing the other side of the line.
It doesn't matter.
He's playing lane. He's being disciplined and playing his lane there. That he's doing what we get mad at him for not doing in week 1.
He gets staggered. He looks at I think it was the right guard, and still he's about maybe 5-10 feet away from that right guard. He looks directly at him. He needs to look directly at where Trevor Lawrence is. And if he literally just goes 5 yards to his right, he fills that hole.
I don't disagree. But at that point, there's 3 Chiefs in that backfield on that side of that play.
Doesn't matter. Once the whistle blows dead is when you should stop.
I'm not saying that he played great football on that play. I'm saying he made the mistake of thinking that his teammates had it.
Yeah, you should all like
that was his biggest mistake, but it wasn't a lack of, I don't think it was like this, like, oh, he's lazy, he doesn't care about football.
This isn't his first time of this doing it though. Like he's done this multiple times.
He's done it his entire career. He's done his entire career. This isn't anything new.
You need this stop. This is the most important stop of the game.
And the run.
You should never give up.
And the run was on the opposite line of the line of scrimmage that he was on, and he was out of the play.
So
he was out of the play.
So Tyquan Thornton was out of the play on that pick six, but yet he was still going into try to get the ball out.
I agree that was exceptional. That was exceptional effort. And I gave Tyquan Thornton his kudos for an exceptional. But there is a scale between exceptional effort and complete dog shit football. And you could say that was complete dog shit football, but I'm saying it's somewhere in the middle.
I don't know. He even
it's a hot take. Nope, I'm gonna get roasted for this hot take.
As you should.
I'm just saying he trusted his teammates and he thought they had him, and they should have had him. They should have had him dead to rights. There's no reason that Trevor Lawrence should have hiked the ball, fell down, got up, fell back down, got up, scrambled, broke a tackle, and then broke a tackle at the line of scrimmage. I mean at the goal line to win the game.
I think even if Chris Jones dove while Trevor Lawrence was diving as well, he probably would have stopped him as well.
He would not have been anywhere close.
I think no, you would be if he just moved over. If he just didn't stand there,
he's so
while
far
he was scrambling
away from
out.
Him. By the time he crosses the line of scrimmage, he's like 10 yards away from Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
he's so far away.
They're both 10 yards away from the end zone. You can meet him in the middle. My geometry was mathing correctly. Chris Jones could easily get to him. Yes, Chris Jones could have stopped him.
You think Chris Jones goes from point A to point B the same speed that Trevor Lawrence does when Trevor Lawrence is already running and Chris Jones is not? And Chris Jones is changing direction.
Did you not see how long it took Trevor Lawrence to get up to move to the scramble out to that left side? By the time that he was getting back up, he could have made it to that side to block that angle. He could have.
And listen, I'm not saying Chris Jones played good on that play.
I know.
I'm saying the blame is on the 3 Chiefs players that missed tackles.
Oh yeah, easily. No, the tackle should have been that should have already been secured. But
that's the issue. The issue isn't Chris Jones on that play. He should have played harder. He should have done better. But the issue is 3 missed tackles.
Yeah, and they lost.
Because of
that play.
Lost. And they lost because of that play, and they also lost because the ball was kicked out of bounds. And they also lost because of the holding penalty on an excellent kick return. And they also lost because Hollywood Brown didn't get his head around. They also lost because Patrick Mahomes threw a pick 6. And they also lost because of 13 penalties for 109 yards. And they also lost because of a pass interference by Jalen Watson. Jalen Watson whiffing and not knocking the ball away. They also lost because of pass interference in the end zone by Chamari Connor. And they also lost because Chamari Connor was put in that situation in the first place.
Why wasn't Noah Williams? Why wasn't Noah Williams out there?
Because he was blitzing. They were blitzing the cornerbacks on that play. That's the issue. It didn't matter what cornerback was on there. They were blitzing them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem, is that you're blitzing your cornerbacks so that your safeties are forced to cover wide receivers one-on-one.
And there's a reason why they're zone type of guys. Usually safeties are.
There's a reason why Chamari Connor is a much better deep safety, and he shouldn't ever have to try to cover a guy from the line of scrimmage or try to come over. And then he should be a ball hawk who comes over the top from deep and tries to make a play on the ball. He should not be trying to man up with a guy ever, especially a number 1 wide receiver.
Overall, it was a fun game. It was a fun game. It was a fun week 5 game because it's week 5. That's the best part about it.
It was week 5. Listen, the Chiefs are still only a game out of the first place, the AFC West. The division is still wide open.
Chargers are beat up left and right.
Marion Hampton, yeah, he's out now. Their offensive line is gone. I don't believe the Denver Broncos are the real deal.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
They got a good defense.
Did you not see Bo Nix in that fourth quarter? Bo Nix played like dog shit the first 3 quarters, and he actually was out there doing work in that fourth. They moved the ball down the field pretty good.
Okay,
against the Philadelphia Eagles.
One quarter.
It don't matter. That's still a victory.
A Philadelphia Eagles that are in complete disarray, and their wide receivers are bitching in the locker room nonstop.
Well, AJ Brown.
Yeah, and then Devonta Smith backed him up, and then so because of that, you only give Saquon Barkley 6 touches in the entire game.
Saquon's hurt.
And then at the same time, your head coach is saying, "Well, we're suffering a little bit of success hangover from the Super Bowl." Big whoop. Who? Yeah, duh. Get over it, bitch.
No,
Like,
it's no. Saquon's hurt. That's the problem right now.
I mean, the problem is that they are having they were inches away from losing in week 1. They were one deflected interception away from losing to the Chiefs, and then they lost this game. They could very easily, if it hadn't gone those way in those high leverage moments, like there's another universe where they've lost 3 games already this season. They're not a juggernaut. They're not a juggernaut.
They're winning those one score victory games.
They are. And
Well,
good for them.
Last week against
good for them that they are, but I wouldn't say that they're unstoppable. And the fact that the Broncos beat them isn't proof that the Broncos are this like stud team.
Dude, their defense is legit though. That defense.
Yeah, it's a good defense. And guess what? The Jaguars defense is legit as well. And the Chiefs, the Chiefs played them, and the Chiefs went toe to toe with them, and the Chiefs should have won that game.
I'm pretty sure the Broncos are the points against. I think they're 1. They only get them 84 points.
Yeah,
season.
I mean,
they're tied with Green Bay. Actually,
I'm not saying their defense isn't great. I'm just saying I'm not a believer in Bo Nix as a franchise
quarterback. Oh no, I'm not either. No, Bo Nix. That 28-year-old. Come on, now.
That's what I'm saying. Like that guy. I heard one time he scored 4 touchdowns for Polk High.
That was like 15 years ago.
It's like 15 years ago, back when he played for his dad. He's not even the best football player in his family.
Who is?
Tez Johnson.
Tez Johnson. He's
the wide receiver.
He's related to Tez Johnson?
Yeah, his family adopted him.
Oh, wait, Tez, doesn't he play for Bucks?
Yeah, he plays for the Bucks.
He didn't get a touchdown. I was hoping he got touchdowns.
No, he had a couple nice plays though in that game, and also Baker Mayfield.
Ibuka screwed me on a fantasy game.
Oh man, Ibuka was a baller. Listen, if that Seahawks Bucks game taught me anything, it's that you should just always draft a wide receiver from Ohio State. Any wide receiver from Ohio State, you should draft.
Yeah, no quarterbacks.
But Chris Olave, yes. Garrett Wilson, yes. Marvin Harrison Jr., despite what you think, yes. Emeka Ibuka, yes. Jackson Smith and Jigba, yes. Curtis Samuel is still an excellent role player, and he's the worst current active Ohio State wide receiver in the NFL. It's
crazy.
That's insane.
I hate Ohio State.
So listen, Carnell Tate, when he comes out this year, yeah. Like 100%, I think the Chiefs should draft him. I don't care. Any wide receiver from Ohio State, just draft him.
Chiefs are not taking a wide receiver in the first round of the NFL.
No, they're not. I know they're not. They shouldn't. Anyway, they should be taking the right tackle out of Iowa.
I think they're fine with Jawan Taylor. I think they're okay.
Listen, actually, hot take. Offensive line played awesome yesterday.
I agree. No, I agree.
Including Kingsley. Kingsley played really good. Good job.
Threw that defensive tackle to the ground.
Yeah. I mean, he's always been a strong buck. Like, he's always been thick and strong. He just didn't know how to use it. And, like he's kind of coming into his own a little bit. He's a young player, though, right? He was 20 years old when he got drafted. Mm-hmm. Like, my God. Like, when I was 20.
How old was he?
I think he was 20.
I think he was 28 years old when he got drafted. That's
not
young.
I think he was like 20 years old when he got drafted. Like when I was 20 years old, like I was still like
I was in college.
I was like I think I had just moved back into my mom's house after living on my own, and then was trying to clear my browser history before she because I didn't have a computer of my own, right? Like, so,
right.
Let's be real. Like he's at least in the NFL. Like, give the kid, like, think about where you were when you were 20, and then like give the kid a break, give him a chance to grow as a human a little bit here before we kill him too much. And I'm as guilty of that as anybody.
My 20-year-old, I figured out I did enjoy drinking alcohol.
Yeah, guess what? A lot of 20-year-olds figured that out, that they really enjoy drinking alcohol. And I also figured out that there were other substances that I really enjoyed as well.
Oh, I didn't partake in those then.
Yeah,
I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Yeah, you just but listen, I mean,
I waited till I was more mature, my frontal lobe more developed, you know?
Yeah, you had to wait for your frontal lobe to fully develop. Like Newsflash, Kramer. I don't think my frontal lobe ever developed.
I think you ruined that when you stunted your growth.
Yeah, I think when I had my when I was sneaking out into the fields behind my grandpa's house out in Burton, Kansas during family reunions with a 6-pack of Red Dog beer and secretly getting drunk when I was like 11 years old. I think I probably stunted my growth a little bit, Kramer.
Probably.
And so
I've had a few swigs before baseball practice when I was like 16 of Mad Dog.
Yeah, if you had to.
Listen, get you through.
I remember I got some skull when I was 12 before a baseball game because we wanted to be like the big
throw
leaguers.
Up.
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah, I did. It was mint skull, and I puked it up because guess what? I tried to swallow my spit.
Yeah, you don't gut that as a kid.
Rookie mistake. I tried to gut the skull like as a 12-year-old. Yeah.
The best chaw I had was Red Man.
Oh man, yeah, that was good stuff. But
you
can't say that name anymore.
Tasted like raisins. To me, at least.
I hate raisins.
Really, you hate raisins? Why?
I eat them and I get a headache.
Wait, you can't say Red Man Chew anymore?
No, you can't say Red Man Chew anymore.
Why?
Because it's racist.
That's racist. That's racist.
Have you seen it's the same reason why you can't say the team that's now the Washington Commanders.
I've heard some people say that.
Yeah, and I was half expecting when you're wearing that Commanders t-shirt you put on social media. I was like, I double checked you. I said, listen, I know where this guy's heart is and where his mindset is. I'm gonna double check and make sure that this is actually a Commanders t-shirt because it'd be just like him to try to slip an R-Skins shirt into social media and act like it's nothing.
No, I do
on your Truth Social account.
On my Truth, I actually deleted that account just recently.
Good call.
Well, I never actually set it up. I remember that night I downloaded it, didn't even set anything up. It just stayed on my phone. I'm like, yeah, I can probably get rid of this. This is it's blocking space on my phone. No, I do have a Redskins cap though. It's an old vintage one from like the 70s.
Be ashamed of yourself.
It's not like I wear it. It's vintage. I'm gonna sell it at some point and make some coin off of it because there's some racist asshole that wants it.
Yeah, it's like saying, "Oh, well, it was a different time and place."
It was. Like, to be honest, it was.
It's okay that my grandmother was racist.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. No, my grandma was racist.
I think we're all just all a little bit, no, joking.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. Where's your wife at?
She's actually walking my her friend's dog right now.
There you go. Yeah. So I'll just say that right around her and see what she says.
Oh no, she'll probably agree with me.
Mm-hmm. She's like, yeah, I can't stand.
Remember, we're Gen Z. We don't like anybody.
Yeah, we hate everybody.
Yeah, we literally hate every single person. Like that's just how it is for us.
Yeah, it's like
we don't see color. We just don't like people.
I mean, that's why you guys like AI so much.
I mean,
it's like fake people.
Did you see that there's people like AI, like artificial intelligence, like robots now that they're using AI for like sex bots that people are buying?
Yeah.
It's insane.
It is insane, but at the same time, it's like, honest to God, like, I mean, we could really go down a dark web hole here, but there's certain people out there where I don't want them to have like to do what they want to do, but if they're going to do something, do it to a robot than an actual human.
I don't
like if you can't get laid, right?
Okay.
Or
do it to a robot rather than go out and try to get something. Tame some strange. Yeah,
and try to tame some strange or try to creep on somebody at the bar who doesn't want you to creep on them, right? Just get a robot. Like at the end of the day, is getting a robot any different than a fleshlight or a vibrator?
Never had a fleshlight nor a vibrator.
That's fine.
So I wouldn't know.
But like here, that's also the thing. It's like every woman in the world has a vibrator, but if a guy has a fleshlight, they're like, you're a fucking pervert.
Yeah, why is that?
You're a disgusting human being. How dare you stay away from me? Don't even look at my children.
You know, if I'm being honest, I never wanted to get one because the cleaning it aspect after it, I don't want to do that. It's like, why would you? Why?
It's like lotion and a Kleenex is just so much easier.
Dude, so much easier. Yeah.
So much easier. Like there's no reason for it. Like, yeah, I never wanted one, but just the idea that there's like this social stigma behind it, and then like your grandma and mom will like be talking about having one at like the Easter dinner table, and everybody's like, "Oh, you're so empowered, and you're so great."
So I used to hand out sex toys to people at work. Sounds crazy, right? No, front desk, when John Deere had his morning show on 99 The Rock, they had the Price is Right adult toys. And when they'd come in and pick up their toy, I'd be the one to go back, check your name. All right, sweet. Every single time I'd hand it to somebody, I'd say, have fun.
Yep, have fun. Well, listen. This is not to shame
No,
people at all.
no,
Like
it's not.
100%. Like whatever you got to do, man. Like people got needs, and people are busy, and sometimes you just don't have time for anything else, and it's whatever. But like at the same time, I'm asking
It's one hell of a
morally.
show today, by the way.
Yeah, more on our moral high ground here. Morally, what is the actual difference between having sex with a fleshlight and having sex with a robot?
There is none. It's both silicone.
Yeah, it's all fake. It's all
One's clearly more expensive.
One's clearly more expensive, and you could argue more fun if you're into it, right? Like,
but if it's a robot, is it actually doing it's animatronic moves? Like, is it walking? Is it?
I mean, it's 2025. I'm sure it's
you have to do all the work, flip it around, and all that stuff.
I mean, maybe right now, but I'm sure eventually it'll be like at least Showbiz Pizza and Chuck E. Cheese level. Like if they put AI inside of a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic robot,
it's like the Always Sunny episode where they go to Risky's.
Go to Risky's.
They're like, yeah, that's where I saw my first pair of tits.
Yeah, like
the robots.
They just sew a pocket pussy into a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic robot, and then ship it to your front door.
Holy shit, that's insane.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this show doesn't get us canceled. I don't know what will. My goodness, this has been canceled. No, buddy, we won't. Shout out to Steven Serta.
Shout out to Steven Serta. We have to have listeners to get canceled.
We've got a very good legal team apparently to keep us afloat.
We got a very good legal team. We've got a very dedicated legion of listeners.
Shout out to you Veachies out there. You know who you are.
Shout out to all you Veachies out there. You fucking sickos. We love you. Let's see if we have any comments this week on the podcast.
I checked the ow. Damn cat's scratching my arm. The
cat scratch fever.
The Apple Play or whatever it's called. Can I speak? Can I talk? The Apple one didn't do anything. There's no reviews on there.
There's nothing there. Let me check. Let's check old Spotify.
No, the Spotify comment section.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the Spotify comment section.
You should.
You check YouTube.
I'll check YouTube while you check Spotify. I'll tell you what, Rocky. It's been a good time. It's been a good time. Also, this is also a good time to plug. We will have. We know we didn't have a fantasy football show posted on Tuesday because old Steven Serta accidentally deleted it out and didn't post it. So we will have one on Thursday, previewing Week 6.
Perfect. I can't wait. I can't wait for it. Let's see here. Any comments here? Kramer.
Yeah.
Rocky's bad at fantasy football. 2 days ago.
Who put that on there?
Apparently there's another person named Kramer who listens to the show.
Shout out to Kramer out there.
Yeah, wow. Who knew that there were so many Kramers in the world out there commenting that Rocky is bad at fantasy football?
Not me. Over on the YouTubes, there's one like. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to our one like.
And
our singular.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Like.
Shout out to you for liking this video. If you haven't done so, like this video.
Like this video.
Subscribe.
Yeah, just subscribe, rate, and review. It really helps us out here in the YouTubeosphere. Help us become the Mr. Beast of football.
Are we giving something away to the homeless or something and recording it and trying to get money out of it or something? Is that what we're trying to do here?
We're giving away free Teslas and then trying to make money off of it. 100%.
Tesla's not included. Okay, we'll make a fancy flyer. Tesla won't be included.
Tesla not included.
We'll start our own slap fight league.
Yeah, our own slap fight league. Yeah, that's 100%. You know, Mr. Beach is from Wichita.
Jimmy? Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, he's an old Kansas boy. So
he played college baseball too.
Did he?
JUCO.
Look at that. Jimmy Kansas boy. If you ever want to come on Veach season, hit us up, buddy. We'll have you on.
I'm pretty sure he's my age.
Yeah, he's a young buck. All right. Well, we're an hour into the show, which means that we should probably look ahead to next week's game.
Sunday Night Football, Detroit Lions coming to town.
Yeah. Before we do that, though, we have to hand out our award for this week, our new award for Veach season, which is our Raw Dog of the Week award.
Yes, sir.
And the Chiefs player, or I guess we could do NFL player, but we'll
do both. We'll do a Chiefs and NFL guy.
And Chiefs and NFL guy. All right. So who was for the Chiefs game? Who was your Raw Dog of the Week?
It's gotta be Patrick Mahomes. Just tried his ass off the entire time. I think he deserved being the most rawest of the dog out there. He tried to win this game for him. It just didn't come on his end. So, but shout out to you. The thing is, he finally threw his first touchdown pass in I think 4 weeks. So that's bravo. Glad he also found the end zone too. Raw dog, Patrick Mahomes.
I need to come up with some sort of like Raw Dog visual to like send out our Raw Dog award on social media of the week. Maybe like a puppy on top of a dick and balls.
No, we don't. We don't.
It's like a dick and balls with like a puppy's head on.
No. You need like the pit bull body, and we just put the like say Patrick Mahomes' face on that pit bull.
So not like a dog dick with lipstick coming out.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Deal.
Correct.
Deal.
Why are you not wearing shoes? Well, if dogs don't wear shoes, why should I? Who's your raw dog for the Chiefs?
My raw dog for the Chiefs is Tyquan Thornton this week, just because I really like the hustle on that pick six and trying to get it back for the team and just his overall mentality and play and where he's come from. All right, who's your raw dog for the week for the league?
Oh, Jonathan Taylor, 3 touchdowns against the Raiders. Yeah, no, he just was pounding it. Just pounding it.
Mine, I think, has to either be Emeka Egbuka, just because he's fucking unstoppable in that Bucs game, or Baker Mayfield for bringing them back continually and winning that slugfest, because Baker Mayfield played out of his mind as well. And before the game, called a Seahawks fan a fucking pussy, and then told him he'd see him at halftime, and then found him after the game, and it's chirped back at him again. So I think Baker Mayfield. Baker's my raw dog of the week.
I'm a big Baker fan. I was a Baker believer in the beginning, and I still am, still true to this day. And there's his tattoo he has. Believe, I think, or BU, but in Believe, I think, I don't know, BU, I don't know. I just know it. Like, there's a sweet tattoo that he has that just stuck in my head. Apparently, it's not stuck in my head that much. I'll find it in a second.
Listen, like living in Tampa, like people don't talk about Baker nearly as much as they talked about Tom Brady.
Believe in yourself, and the B and the U is bold.
I like that. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I think I might have to get that tattoo at some point.
He's just such a gamer, man. He's he's so fun to watch, especially in this offense with these weapons that he has. And he's a guy who was cast aside and kind of like just fought his way back. And he's just a fun player. Like, he's just a fun player to watch, right? Like, you just like those scrappy guys who just want to do whatever it takes to fucking win. Mm-hmm. And so big fan of Baker Mayfield this week. Is my raw dog of the week. All right, let's talk Chiefs versus Detroit Lions before we get out of here a little bit. How you feeling about this game, Krame?
In what way? And like, do I think the Chiefs are going to win this game? No.
Okay.
Like, dude, have you not seen what the Lions have done this season to where they're just a wagon? Like, there's nothing if there's nothing wrong with their offense, they're just going to go down the field. Then whenever they get the ball back, whether it's them giving up a point or them getting a ball back on the punt or even forcing a turnover, they're just going to take that offense back on the field and just go straight back down and score again. This offense is just stupid, ridiculously good. There's too many weapons on this team. And then you got a dual-headed running back between David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. Like, you can't contain those guys. And Jared Goff can literally put it in a bucket no matter where it is at on the field. And the playmaker's going to make plays. Amon-Ra St. Brown's a stud.
I'll say Amon-Ra St. I think Amon-Ra St. Brown and Rashee Rice are very similar players. And
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
No, listen. I think Rashee Rice is a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL. So
I don't believe that either.
For me to say that there are similar players is a high compliment to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I think it's a high compliment to Rashee Rice because we haven't seen Rashee Rice play in like 2 years.
Fine. Just a high compliment that I think they're both outstanding players.
Okay. All right.
I think they're both outstanding players. Like, there's no shade at all to Amon-Ra St. Brown. I will say that I think maybe the Chiefs match up better against Amon-Ra St. Brown than they do against Travis Hunter, because of the physicality they like to play within the secondary, because they like to jam guys at the line of scrimmage. I think that I think that Jared Goff handles the blitz extremely well, but I also think that he's not a mobile quarterback, so the Chiefs at least have that going for them.
They don't need to be mobile though.
They don't have to be mobile, but I'm saying like that's not an aspect of the football game they have to worry about. And the running backs are excellent. They're great players. Like I'm not like the Detroit Lions are the best offense in the NFL right now. They're averaging 34 points a game, and they're doing it different ways. But if there's one thing the Chiefs have shown is that they can shut down good running backs. They can shut down exceptional running backs. They've done it every game this year. And so I think they can. Do I think they will stop Jahmyr Gibbs? Who knows? Do I think they can stop Jahmyr Gibbs? Yes, if they commit to stopping the run. Do I think that there's a chance that Jameson Williams has a boom game against them instead of a bust game? Yeah, I do think that's a possibility. I think that Noel Williams should be playing on Jameson Williams in this game.
He needs to be playing this week. If he's not playing this week, I don't like. Why did you even take him? Like, why did you even take him?
I think Noel Williams has to play on Jameson Williams. I think you have to double team Amon-Ra St. Brown on every single snap.
Dang, that means Sam Laporte is going to eat this week.
I think you do the Malik Neighbors thing where you take Amon-Ra St. Brown away and you make somebody else eat. And if Sam Laporta does eat, and which he probably will, then he does. But I think that you try to trust that Jaden Hicks can hang with Sam Laporta. But I think that you put Brian Cook and Trent McDuffie on Amon-Ra St. Brown, and you do and you live with it.
I know that Aiden Hutchinson lines up on the left side. Do you think he was going to line up against Jawan Taylor at all?
I wouldn't surprise me.
Aiden Hutchinson's a dude, man.
But he is a dude. I think that. But I think even if he doesn't, I think that that's
gonna be fun against him and Josh Simmons.
Yeah, he's a handful for Josh Simmons, though, right? Like I think Josh Simmons is a great player, but I think that Aiden Hutchinson is going to beat him a few times.
Oh, right? Yeah. And then Josh Simmons is going to put him back to where he belongs, and then Aiden Hutchinson going to win another one. That's going to come back. It'll probably just go back and forth the entire time.
This is going to be a great game, I feel like. And listen, if there's one thing you could say is that the Detroit Lions secondary is beaten up and it's not great, right? Like their secondary continues to be a little bit.
DJ Reed and Terron Arnold are the only ones that have been shown up on injury reports. Amik Robinson's been stepping up huge, being a Dan Campbell guy. Shout out Raider Nation.
Yeah, but I mean, the guys that they're missing are kind of key guys.
True, but I mean that pass rush is going to get to Mahomes, so.
Well, no, they are, but I'm saying if you're like, listen,
I don't think the Chiefs are going to win this game whatsoever.
I'm not like, listen, the Detroit Lions are a really good football team. Like, I'm not saying they're not
any given Sunday
at any level of this game, but I still believe the Chiefs are a really good football team that keeps on shooting themselves in the foot. And if they don't shoot themselves in the foot, I think they're just as much as on offensively, just as much of an issue to handle when they put it all together. And so if the Chiefs choose to put it all together and not shoot themselves in the foot, I think this game's going to go back and forth, and it's probably going to come down to the wire, and we'll see if the Chiefs can pull it out. The Chiefs need to win this game.
Yeah,
that's the difference is the Chiefs need to win this game, and the Chiefs are playing at home.
Question for you. I'm curious where you have this team ranked. Out of all the Patrick Mahomes teams that have played for the Kansas City Chiefs, so date this all the way back to 2019, 2020. It was 2019. Mm-hmm. Where does this team rank on the tier? Like this team in general.
Today. Or into the season.
Right now, where does this team, as we've seen so far, where do you list it on the tier of from being number one being the best that we've seen, or how many years ago? Six since 2019. Where does this team rank right now?
28 since 2018.
2018.
Yeah, 2018.
So 7. So 7 years of.
I would say that this team right now is number 4 or 5.
So I'd say they're 5 or 6. But 4 or
I think
5, interesting. That
I think
high almost.
I think they're better than the team that lost to the Bengals in the AFC Championship game.
Interesting.
I think that they're more experienced than the team that lost to the Patriots in the AFC Championship game, even though that offense was kind of like
Was that year one Mahomes?
That was year one Mahomes. And I think that you can argue that like when this is all said and done, and even today, that they're better than they were the year that they won the Super Bowl with like Juju Smith-Schuster as their wide receiver one, right? Like that was like when they beat the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl that year, they
had a good defense that year. Really
good. They had a really good defense, but their offense they pulled some shit out of their hat, right? Like Sky Moore had like a touchdown and an awesome kick, like punt return. Like guys stepped up in that game that aren't necessarily great players, right? And then and then it's like, how do you judge the team that lost in the Super Bowl? They got their asses kicked to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right? Because by the time they got to the Super Bowl, they were starting 5 backups on the offensive line.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
They had Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce on offense, but then they had Demarcus Robinson and Byron Pringle, right? Like they were so top loaded on the offense, and then they had
Pringle, man.
They had Demarcus Robinson, right? And so like they had no depth at wide receiver, and then they had no offensive linemen by the time the end of the season was up, right? So it's like, okay, they started the season with Eric Fisher and Mitchell Schwartz at their tackle positions. They ended the season with what's his face?
Andrew Wiley
and was it Nick Allegretti? Yeah, Nick Allegretti was a rookie.
Allegretti, yeah.
Nick Allegretti was a rookie, and it was his first game ever starting as a left tackle. Was in the Super Bowl. Like
it's crazy.
So I think this team's better than that team on the whole. If you think about it, this team is just so mistake ridden right now, and you have to take that into account.
They prided themselves on being the most disciplined team in the NFL. Like they took pride in that, and like I don't know where it's at. I don't know where it's at now.
I'll tell you where it's at. It's in Chicago with Eric Bieniemy as their running backs coach. Like, listen,
you really think it's just EB? Them being that not being there is just kind of like made a little fracture somewhere.
I don't know if it's that. I just think the EB.
First off, I didn't even know he was even in Chicago as the running backs coach.
Yeah, he's the running backs coach.
Oh, Brian Pohl said, "Hey, come on, let's come on up here. Come up north."
I know, right? Exactly. Well, and I think that Eric Bieniemy rubbed some people the wrong way and could rub people the wrong way because he didn't take any shit, and he would drill you on situational football.
He got in your ass when you needed to be your ass. He
got in your ass. And I think that Matt Nagy takes more flack than he deserves, but I also think that Matt Nagy is probably a nicer guy and doesn't get in their ass quite as much as EB did. And sometimes when shit's going south, you need to get in somebody's ass. That doesn't mean that you go full Gannon and punch your player on the sideline and get fined $100,000.
Yeah, not cool.
Like the head coach of the
not cool
of the Arizona Cardinals did. But at the same time, like he should have gotten in.
Cool.
He should have gotten in his player's ass for dropping the ball. But you got to have the emotional intelligence, which I don't think Gannon has any emotional intelligence, because to see the moment that the kid is the kid is on the sideline, like literally like slumped over, being like consoled and propped up by his teammates because he feels so shitty about what he did. And you just come over and just scream at him as your head coach and hit him, right? Like
Well, I don't understand. Was that going to be his first touchdown of his career? No. He's had 3 touchdowns already. I honestly thought if that was going to be his first touchdown, why are you getting rid of the football that quick before you?
Yeah.
Like I'm holding on to that. Even if it was my first touchdown with my newest team, I'm holding on to that football and never giving that thing up.
If I score any touchdown in the NFL, I don't care if it's my 100th touchdown, I'm still holding on to the football.
Speaking of holding on, did you see the Sunday night game where Josh Allen threw the ball out of bounds and it landed into the crowd? The guy that caught it, took it, put it in his shirt, and just took off and left.
Yeah, you should. You
That's
should.
how.
You
That's
should,
yes, 1000%. If you ever
you
kept the
should get to
football,
keep the ball. Yeah, you should get to keep the
100%,
ball.
and that's why
100%.
he did. He got to keep that football. Good for him.
You should get to keep the football if it goes in the stands every single time. Like I think
like
it's a stupid rule
It's like
that
in
they try to get it
baseball.
back.
It's like the
Yeah,
ball goes
100%.
out.
It's like
Keep
what the NFL can't afford more footballs. Like, get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here
exactly.
with that bullshit. Yeah, no, 100%. But I think that also you should be like Priest Holmes if you're a running back and or somebody scores a touchdown and just hand like I'm not saying you shouldn't do a
Yeah.
celebration, but just run to the referee after you get in the end zone and physically hand him the ball every single time, or you make a point that the ball doesn't leave your hands until you're putting it on the back white line of the end zone. Like just make that mental note, like I spike it on the back white line, or I set it down on the back white line, and then I do my celebration, right?
Yeah.
Like whatever celebration I'm going to do, it happens after I touch that back white line of the end zone to make sure that I went all the fucking way in there with the football.
Yeah, that's how it should be. It's how it should
Every
be.
single time. Yeah. So
Hell,
anyway,
Tiki Barber used to walk around with his football at school. Heck, he used to sleep with his football.
did you ever see the movie The Program? Oh, dude, if you want to see peak 1990s football cinema,
Okay, The Program.
James Caan is a college football coach of this it's supposed to be like OU or something like that. This big time football program. Omar Epps is a freshman running back with fumbling problems, and he literally gives him a football and says, "I want you to take this everywhere with it. You eat with it, you sleep with it, you breathe with it." And then he's like, and he tells the rest of the team, he's like, "If you see him with this ball around campus, I want you to try to take it away from him and knock it out of his hands." And he looks at me, he's like, "If anybody but you returns this football to me next practice, I'll make you wish that you never lived." And so Omar Epps is like carrying around campus, and like his teammates are like chasing him. He's like in class, and one of his teammates he falls asleep in class when the teammates like knocks it on the floor, and then it's just a full scrum of the entire football team scrambling after this loose ball, and him like barely coming up with it.
Interesting. I had to check this out. I wonder if it's on. I wonder if it's on old Hulu or something like that.
I think it's on Amazon Prime actually.
For free.
Yeah, I think it's for free on Amazon Prime.
Interesting. You sparked my interest on that now.
It's a great man. Listen, there's a defensive end who was small and put on 40 pounds over the summer, and it turns out that he's doing steroids. And then there's this awesome linebacker who's Heisman Trophy candidate who breaks his leg and his career is over. And then there's an alcoholic quarterback who's trying to overcome his past demons to lead the team to a bowl victory. It's a great movie, and it has a great tagline. The quarterback, every time they're getting ready to score and they're in the huddle on the red zone, he's like, "All right, boys, let's put the women and children to bed and go looking for fucking dinner." And then they go and score a touchdown. It's such a great line. And so when we were kids playing football growing up, our little very conservative Christian selves, we went to a conservative Christian private school when I was in first grade, and we were out on the playground, and I was like, "All right, boys, let's put the women and children to bed and go looking for fucking dinner." That I getting in trouble. Yeah, it's a great.
All right, I'll seek it out.
Check it out. Yeah.
I'll seek it out.
You ever watch the program? Watch the program. It's amazing. All right, Kramer, any parting words for the people before we get out of here?
You know what? If you need a manscape.
Robot love is just masturbation, and there's nothing wrong with that. Take care, everybody. We love you.